Hi everybody, it's Lesley Tao here and welcome to my YouTube. Now today, I've got a very special guest. This is Garry Senior.
Hello guys.
Now for those of you who don't know Garry, Garry is an ex-student of mine, but I would say maybe student for life.
I hope so, yeah.
Yeah.
Of what he's willing to learn.
Yes, and so just a bit of a recap, I'm going to put a link below down to Garry's previous video, which was filmed, I think it was August, September of 2019.
I think around that time, maybe
Yeah.
July, yeah.
Yeah, and today really I just wanted to obviously show you guys around Garry's first service accommodation, which is based in Watford by Harry Potter Land, but also just find out, have a catch up with Garry to see what he's been up to since we last had him on. So a bit of a recap, Garry. Last time when I had you on, you told us about this property, and then there was another property. Sorry, because you came to another event of mine.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was the August one. It was
It
quite
was
a big
around
one.
that time. I think it was when it was all happening for me. It was
Yeah.
kind of the summer.
And then it was a really interesting deal because it was a no money down deal for you.
Yes.
Yeah, and let's just explain what that means to everybody, because at the moment everybody is kind of beating the no money down
thing,
term, but this one really was a little bit more no money down.
Yeah, generally to start with it was, yeah, and then obviously we split. It was really low entry.
Low money down.
Low entry.
Money down.
We didn't have to, originally we didn't have to put anything into it, but I mean, to be honest with you, it's not one that will crop up every time. I feel really lucky to kind of got this deal, but
tell us about the deal. How you went about getting the deal.
So we well, basically with the first one that we got, we just was promoting that on your social medias and stuff like that, and a friend just contacted me, said he was interested in what we was doing because he's got a place that he wants to get out or do something with.
Before Garry goes forward, so obviously the power of social media and the importance of getting yourself out there, right?
Absolutely, yeah. It's so powerful if you're putting yourself out on your Facebooks, Instagram, LinkedIn's. You never know who's going to see it. So this is what happened with this one, and then so we on the socials met up for a drink and explained the whole service accommodation thing to him and what we was doing with our property. And he said, I'd really like to give it a go with my one. I'm going to be moving out and I want to give this a go. Mortgage payments was really low, so he said.
So where's the property based?
This is over by Heathrow.
So Heathrow, London, everybody. Is it a house as well?
This is a house, 2-bedroom house.
Amazing. Good condition.
Good, lovely condition.
Better condition than this house.
Better condition than this house.
Not as much work.
Not as much work. So we had obviously a few problems with this one at the start, being the first one, and you're picking up all the learnings along the way. But this one we literally had to do not a lot to. So
amazing.
A few pillows,
accessories.
It's a bit of colour popping and accessories, as you say. And it was up ready to go, so low cost, and we joint ventured on that one.
So, when has that been up and running?
That up and running last month.
Last month, so, very brave, because last month is part of dead season. Dun, dun, dun. I was just telling Garry about dead season and how it has impacted our business and what we're going to do better for next year. But you actually made a bit of a profit, no?
We made a good profit, yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, so we was happy with the profit last month.
How much did you make net?
We made about 900 last month.
And that will be split between you and the JV partner?
Yes, so we're not touching that, so we're just putting that straight back into the business.
Lovely, that's really good.
From there, and he's interested in doing more going forward if this works. So I'm basically just teaching it all online, teaching how to do it, and we go from there.
If it's not a JV, then does it, because it's a JV, does that mean that you don't need to pay a guaranteed rent?
No.
Lovely.
So we pay all costs, anything over we split.
I see, so you take all the costs, including, let's say, the mortgage and the expenses as well? Is that just, you both make sure that comes out first before anything splits? Is that how it works?
Exactly. I mean, if we ever did fall short, then I'd have to dip into my own pocket. He'd have to dip into his own pocket. But we shouldn't ever fall below.
Yes.
That what we're paying at the moment.
Yes, lovely. That sounds like a lovely deal, no?
It was really good deal, really good one. Coming up to the summer, I'm sure we're going to make a good amount on that.
Does your friend have any more properties?
He doesn't, no, but he's got friends
that do
who have on the road as well. So
fantastic.
Hopefully we can get another one out of that as well. He's liking it at the moment. Found it a bit tough at the start, but where we're kind of showing him how to do it, he's really enjoying it as well.
Oh, lovely. Well, something else I want to talk to you about is because, so guys, what happens is we do get a lot of requests through Cambridge Sourcing, which is our sourcing company for rent-to-rent deals. And that's headed up by the amazing Dean Yu, who is super cool, super reliant, super loyal.
Super loyal, super trustworthy.
Yeah, person. And I love working with him. He's my cousin though, so I'm biased.
I know, he's your family, eh? No, I love Dean, honestly, he's been such a big help. Even, I said to yourself, you've been such a big help from the start for me. And Dean's always been there on the phone as well when you haven't been able to answer. We've always been talking, we get on really well. So
I know, I've just like left you guys to it when it comes to sourcing, to be honest.
Yeah, well, he grew up, I think, or went to school around the corner from me originally.
I was born in Hammersmith Hospital.
Hammersmith Hospital. I was,
really?
Yeah, I was in Northwick Park, so like Harrow. Yeah, he was at Acton, I think, high school that he went to. So take the mick a little bit out of him because it's quite a rough school.
I heard. I was like, it was good that he survived. He had a gang of like United Colour Benetton friends. Well, everyone was different.
I know I moved to Cambridge. Let's put it that way.
Oh, yeah, I didn't grow up. My family left to Cambridge when I was 3, so I kind of like missed all of that, I think. Otherwise, I think I would have been similar to Dean, no?
Yeah. You'd have been following him, I'd imagine.
I would be like, but he'd be older.
No offence to people from Acton.
It's really rough, yeah. So, you're going to be working a lot more with Dean, and I know for a fact that you've got a property that you've just secured for a client of ours.
Yes.
In Watford as well.
That's in Watford as well, yeah.
And could you tell us a bit about that? That's an interesting one.
Yeah, this was, well, Dean asked me to have a look at this one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I'll tell you what I thought about it as well.
Yeah, it was really nice, actually. It's a 1 bed, really big inside, right on the high street. So it's, you can't get a better location than it.
Does it have parking?
It doesn't have parking, so this was the only thing.
Alright.
There's a couple of cons. It was the parking and it was up 2 flights of stairs, but that was it. In terms of location, it's perfect. And it's only a 10-minute drive to Harry Potter World as well.
Oh, lovely. So what I liked about this place, because usually I'm not a massive fan of 1 beds, not because of anything else, just because you are limited a little to what you can do there. But I actually really like this one, purely because the 1 bed is massive. So you can fit like 2 double beds in and have loads and loads of room. So that was very attractive.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was allowed to. We could put maybe 3 in there.
Oh, that sounds good.
It was a huge room.
Have that as an option for the investor. Yeah, just a massive 1 bed. And the location was good, but there's also, not much to do. It's just literally a bit of decorating and furniture, so it's a good one.
Yeah.
And the numbers, more importantly, stack up.
Numbers stack up.
Yeah, so it's good. It's quite expensive. I was thinking it's like Cambridge prices, maybe a bit even higher. But your rent for that one was very good.
Yeah, it's that in terms of a 1 bed, I'd say that was probably mid-range, I'd imagine, what we get.
Amazing. Yeah. So what else are you going to be doing? So we obviously, I know you're working with Cambridge Sourcing to source more deals, because we've got the demand there with some clients. What else?
Yeah, really getting into the sourcing at the moment, so I'm enjoying it. It's something I want to go down a bit more
heavy
2020. Yeah, exactly.
Heavy.
Building the service accommodation business and the management business alongside, so we manage as well.
Lovely. What's your company called?
We're called Reliable Retreats Limited.
Oh, I like that. Reliable Retreats Limited.
Yeah, and so we're all set up on site, and so we source and then manage the SAs as well.
Amazing.
And, just want to move into more sourcing, into BRR. And stuff like that as well, going forward.
Fantastic. I guess, Garry, you started your journey, that's before I gave birth. It's April.
No, I think it was end of May, end of May, start of June.
Oh, was it after I gave birth?
We was talking, but I think we had a little break because you just had the baby, obviously you needed your time to recover.
Yeah, I think it was 2 sessions, one before I gave birth.
Yes, so we had
breakfast, I remember.
Yes,
I was like...
He was disappointed with the sausages.
I remember, I made him bring lots of little sausages out. And so my thing, for you is, from your journey, from when we started, I think it was April. Oh, you came to a masterclass as well.
I came to a masterclass in April, that was it. And then we had the first one just before you had the baby.
So it must have been April, because I gave birth on the 4th of May. So just April 2019.
Okay.
Till now.
Maybe it was, I don't know. You'll probably know better than me.
Yeah, under a year.
Yeah.
Okay, 2 properties up and running, getting into sourcing. I guess what's been your 3 biggest challenges so far?
The initial first one that we got was the setup. To be honest with you, I wouldn't probably take something like this on again. Now I've got the experience with it, because there's a little bit more work exactly needed doing than.
It looks very good, by the way.
Yeah, we've had to, this is probably more of a buy, refurbish, refinance, to be honest with you. So we had to do a lot that I didn't recognise at the start, but we did it, and it's turned out really good. So I'm happy with that. So definitely the kind of maintenance issues at the start. Yeah, so the maintenance issues at the start, and dealing with all that kind of stress, the management of it at the start was a bit and ahhing. So no, I don't think you can really pull that out. It's all about experience.
I think it's put you in a good space at the moment because you learned so much through it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we learned a lot through it. So going forward, we know what we need to do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So definitely that. Organisation. So being organised with what we've got to do, when we've got to do it in terms of getting cleaners in, maintenance issues again, cupboards, etc. And systems as well, so getting them in place. Now they're in place, it's a lot easier to manage.
Lovely. The third biggest lesson that you've learned that you can share?
Third biggest lesson. Obviously, I've got a family. So I've got 3 kids and a partner.
That's a lot of kids.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm at the moment
struggling with one, and I have a nanny.
Yes, I mean, just finding obviously I'm working in another business as well. I've got a fitness business.
Yeah.
So just being more organised with my time and setting out days for family and setting out days for work and setting up days for my other business.
Sunday's family time.
Exactly, Sunday's family day. So I try not to book anything in on a Sunday.
I try and do that.
Yeah.
If I book stuff in, sometimes it's unavoidable. If I have, let's say, the beginning of the month coming up, just telling Garry about today, we just had like over 40 grand go out in rents, and then have to pay other stuff on top of that. So
you try and have the day off, but then that gets on top of your mind and you want to go in.
Yeah, because it's like, oh, Monday's tomorrow, but then it's Sunday, I'm like really worried.
I've got to get it done, Yeah, okay. I'm the same, so I'm trying to just get that Sunday. I'm not trying to take anything on, kind of thing. They went to a party yesterday, so I've got time to do a few, or book a few viewings in. So we're, just trying to get structured with that day. And obviously having the baby as well. Organisation and structure and family time, I like that. Exactly, and that's the main reason I got into property in the first place, was to spend more time with them. And I'm all about passive income and time freedom, so that's what we do it for. Obviously coming from a network marketing background. Excuse me.
Network marketing I think network marketing is an interesting one actually. Because I was having this chat with Leah and Cheryl Miller about network marketing. Yeah, and we think that it's something that we see a lot of people jump on the bandwagon of.
100%, yeah. Yeah,
and then a lot of them leave very fast.
A lot of them, yeah. Yeah,
but I think it's quite a tough one. But I think if you know how to do network marketing, you know how to do sourcing or business chats, full stop.
Do you know what? Well, I've been in it for 7 years and built it up to a point where
that's amazing.
I was getting a full-time income and not really having to do a lot for it. It was quite passive, and I loved what I was doing. And then all of a sudden it dropped. It dropped a few, like you say, a few people dropped out, and it drops. It's a very up and down business in terms of income. If once you get to the higher levels, but like you say, it's kind of a go for no business. So when you come into property sourcing, especially. I was surprised. I remember saying to Dean, I went for 7 viewings on the first one.
Were you surprised how easy it went?
Yes.
And that's because you know how to talk to people.
Yes,
from
exactly.
your network marketing skills, right?
Exactly. So I mean, I used to go out and do, we call it walking and talking. Talk to 10 people. Make sure I talk to 10 people, and then we'd go from there. So talking to 10 people, getting to know them.
I find, like, I don't think I could ever go into network marketing, just because. Not because I can't do it, but purely because I would have a problem trying to sell someone else's product. Because I'd rather have my own, if that makes sense.
You know, I think a lot of people who go into business or are quite established in business, who I used to approach, would say the same thing. So if I'm going to go into network marketing, I'd set my own product and go with that. But yeah, it's a great business for building relationships in networks, obviously. Yeah. And then swimming good stead for this. So, like I said,
it's made property really easy, no?
Yeah, it did.
Compared to other people, right? Because it's not a hard service.
When you go to all the training days, you're going to get lots of no's, you're going to get lots of knockbacks, and I was thinking, okay, well, we can kind of, I'm used to that. Yeah. But when I went on the first lot of viewings, I think we'd done 7, and realistically, I think I probably could have got 3 out of them.
Gary's amazing.
No, not without.
If you're struggling, okay, I think this is good. If you're struggling to get properties, okay, of course you can practice your pitch, you know, get a teacher or someone to help you with that. However, if you really want to just get good at talking and negotiating, you get yourself into maybe a bit of network marketing.
Network marketing is really good for personal development and just getting out your getting out your comfort zone and being prepared to take the no's. You know, it's true what they say, if you go for no, then you're going to get the yeses. But yeah, we got one obviously, and then I didn't know what to do with the other two, so I didn't want to take two on at once at being right at the start. So I kind of just let them go, but I should have sourced them now, knowing what I know.
Yes, absolutely. It's a learning curve.
Exactly.
Because Cambridge sourcing was only born over the summer as well, so I don't think that was in play when you had.
Not really, no. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's a learning curve. We know what to do with them now, and it's just a matter of doing the viewings to get the deals. And you know, I try and get out there and do at least 10 per week with unless I've got more time on my hands.
Amazing.
And get a schedule and a system going with that now.
Oh, thank you so much, by the way. I don't think I've had a chat with anybody really about who's doing network marketing and giving that insight into things. But so thank you. Is there anything else you would like to, you know, say to the viewers out there?
No, I mean, if you're going into service accommodation or rent to rents, in particular HMOs, I think do your due diligence. If you're going to be getting some training, Lesley and the team are obviously really good, and I can highly recommend them.
Thanks, Garry.
Yeah, no worries. And then
can't really say any differently because I'm sitting right beside you.
But with no, honestly, they're really, really good and trustworthy, and that was the main reason I went with them in the first place. But I would say, do your due diligence. Make sure you want to do it, because it's not easy. So you can't just pop it on Airbnb, booking.com and hope for the best. As I found out as well, you need to go out there and actually work on getting your clientele and getting your customers in through the door. So it is work, but it's good returns for the work. So if you're prepared to work a little bit, then I definitely would recommend it.
Lovely. All right, everybody, we're checking out. This is Garry Senior, and hopefully we'll be following up with him with a part 3 later this year.
Yes, hopefully. Thank you.
Checking out.
Hello.
Hello, how are you? Amazing. Where's the hot tub?
Hot tub straight through the back.
Where are we going? Oh, we've got some flowers here. I want to check out the hot tub first. So Garry, we've actually closed the hot tub, right?
I haven't opened the door, sorry.
Oh look, strictly no use of the jacuzzi. But tell everybody the reason why the hot tub is...
We was just attracting a lot of parties, which is obviously, as you can see, the neighbours are quite close. It wasn't going down too well, so we knocked it on the head straight away.
Bed and breakfast kitchen. Quickly this is the kitchen, not very exciting, but we'll have a look at the living room. Garry, tell us about the incident that really annoyed the neighbours.
I don't think I can repeat it on camera. But
yeah, you can.
You can imagine parties in the jacuzzi,
whoop, whoop.
couples arriving, and
Oh my god, that is so funny.
Couple calls off the neighbours, and that was knocked on the head straight away.
We have a look upstairs.
Yeah, go for it.
That was so funny. What did the neighbour say?
I can't repeat it.
Really? Oh, this is a nice coloured room. I'll ask you off camera. This is a beautiful coloured room. Well done. Love it.
Okay, and we're through here to the next couple of rooms.
Is that the loo?
That's the loo. Yeah, we've got no light. Yeah.
Yay. And here's a bright yellow room. Lovely. Garry Senior in the house.